This is footage of my 3x5 deadlift. I've only been deadlifting now for about 2.5 months. I wish I started when I started training 2 years ago, but fuck, everyone fucks up their first couple of years of training. I just do sumo because I got a bit of like hamstring issues. Every time I do conventional, my butt flicks up way too much, and it's because I got a really fucked up glute to ham ratio. I really need to work on my hamstrings, but pretty happy with the progress I'm at now. I eased into it with about 2 plates for 3x5 and have like worked my way up. So now I'm at 140. I'm hoping to get to about 160 soon. I'm hoping to get to 160 pretty soon though, just because I'm still new to it, so I've got a lot of noob gains coming in, and you know, it's a lot of neural patterns that I'm actually working on. That's just what happens when you start a compound lifts, you know, most of your gains is actually just your neural efficiency and neural adaptations. Putting all my sets in the video is pretty boring, but it's, you know, it's not really supposed to be entertaining, but you know, because I was thinking about if I just put each of my lifts just for the 1 sets, and you know, if I was successful, I'll just put a note in them saying that I got all my sets down correctly. But since it's just a vlog and you know, it's something to keep my progress up to date, so I know how I'm going, it's just easier if I put them all the sets in one video. Now to the bench press. Bench press probably in one of my best movements at the moment, just because my OHP, I actually only started overhead pressing 2 months ago, the same time that I started my deadlift. I only started my deadlift and my OHP in a fucking huge calorie deficit, so it was pretty fucking stupid, but I made heaps of gains off neural efficiencies, and all those gains from OHP's actually gone into my bench press. And so, you know, I'm just feeling pretty comfortable with my bench. You know, it's not perfect form, but I just feel like I can control the weight. I'm set up for progression. I feel like I could easily chuck 2.5 kilos on next week, and you know, do a 2.5 after that. On my bulk, when I was about 81, 82 kilos, I put up 120 kilos for a single. You know, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's actually, you know, I'm pretty happy with that, but I definitely think I have room for improvement. Always been better at pressing than anything else. But if I can get to about 120 kilos for 5x5 in about 6 months, I'd be pretty fucking stoked. Further on towards the end of my sets, you'll sort of notice that the bar's a bit uneven. Don't blame genetics or anything, but my left shoulder does hang a little lower, and you can also see it on my squat. The bar on my back actually rolls a teeny bit to the right, and you can just sort of see it's not perfectly flat. It's a bit of an issue, you know. I should probably work on it, but fuck, like those sort of things are just so much administration when it comes to fixing them up. I just want to go to the gym and lift weight, but I don't think it's bad for now. It just really depends on if I start getting really heavy, start lifting pretty heavy weights. But this is now OHP on my as a second exercise. Sometimes I won't really go for a PB if I'm so fucking taxed out from my 5x5 bench, but I was feeling fucking good today. I actually PB'd today. I've never got 60 to 5x5. Last week I got 60 for 5x5 and then 4. Actually no, I think it was 5x5, 4-4. But so this was fucking epic to PB on that one. And next time I do OHP is going to be the Thursday, so I'm going to go for 62.5. I've got some pretty shitty angles at this gym, just because I know about 80% of the people there, and you know, we're all good friends. We all chat. And, you know, I don't want many people seeing that I film, just because it makes it look like I'm trying to prove something, and you know that I'm actually a fucking like huge lifter when it's just really just for a personal vlog. And you know, it's pretty hard when the gym's really busy, so I just try my best to get like subtle sort of areas to film. So sometimes it's not that great, but it gets the job done anyway.
Look at me now, then look away. Can you tell me what to do? Your eyes, they no longer speak for you. Inside, tell me where you hide the truth. If you want me to stay, I need you to know you can never ever leave me alone.
Alright, fucking squats. My most fucking hated movement at the moment. It's so hard. I'm going through the biggest plateau. But I'm doing a low bar at the moment, and I I was at 120 for 5x5. I'm deloading. I'm going back to 110 for 5x5 and, you know, upping 2.5 kilo plates every week. But it's still nowhere near as good as I'm expecting it to. Like, sometimes I get the right depth and other times I won't. This is definitely my movement that I really need to work on. It's also an issue too. The bar actually is a bit uneven on my back because of my shoulder issue. But, you know, as I said, I just want to come to the gym and lift fucking weight and not have to worry about those little sort of things. For now, it's fine. It may affect me when I start to if I actually start putting up big numbers. But yeah, definitely something I've got to work on, and, you know, just got to get that neural pattern down. Now push day, shoulder orientated, definitely my favorite day because I get my first exercise at OHP. On Tuesday when I filmed, I got 60 kilos for 5x5 and that was my second exercise. So I came here today trying to get 62.5 for 5x5 and I didn't actually complete it. I got, what was it? I got 5, 5, 5, 5 and the last one was 4.5. So on Tuesday after bench, I'm going to go for 62.5 to complete the 5 sets. But I'm pretty happy with my OHP out of all my big lifts just because my form's really fucking strict and I've really progressed in it. And I just noticed like my bench press go up with it too, and I feel like I've got actually hypertrophy out of it, to be honest.
Let the air flow over me. Up high, can you tell me what you see? This life, is it more than just a dream? Look at me now, then look away. Can you tell me what to do? Your eyes, they no longer speak for you. Inside, tell me where you hide the truth. Inside, tell me where you hide the truth. If you want me to stay, I need you to know you can never ever leave me alone. If you want me to stay, I need you to know I can't. I can never let you go. I can never let you go.
I switched gyms for arms day today. Me and a couple of mates went to Motions. It's next to my uni. Fucking mintest gym ever. But this is my close grip bench press. I don't necessarily, you know, proper bench press twice a week, but I do close grip, so it ends up being around twice a week. You know, it's just a little variation of the fucking grip position. But I actually, I'm definitely happy with this. 90 kilos, 5x5, pretty strict. I definitely am set up to progress with Tic Tac weights every week, so definitely happy with this one. I've really found with the close grip, sort of like the OHP, how the OHP helps my bench. I feel like the close grip really helps to lock out on my bench, just the explosive power from the triceps.
Just a dream. Look at me now, then look away.
back to fucking squats. So I just added 2.5 kilos, the Tic Tac weights. Went alright. I've still got fucking squat issues, man. It's killing me, but we'll get there in time. I should be going a bit deeper, but I just feel like once I get my calories back up, I start to feel a bit better. I just always feel depleted, and my squats tend to suffer out of all my lifts. But it's going alright. I wear tights now for my, not tights, fucking lol. I wear compressions for my squats and deads now. I wear them for my deadlifts because it doesn't actually fuck up my knees when I pull the bar against it. And I just swear it warms me up so much quicker and it's just so much more comfortable. I also forgot to mention, I do low bar and a pretty wide stance just because it sort of comes down to the same thing as my sumo deadlift. It's sort of like doing a squat helps my sumo deadlift and doing the sumo deadlift helps my squat because it's a relatively similar stance. But it comes back to that hamstring issue. Like when I go close to my deadlifts and close to my squats, my butt just tends to fucking flick upwards. It's just that some hamstring, it's either my hamstring's tight or it's just weak, but I just feel comfortable going wider stance for both my deadlifts and squats, really. And that's just the way I've decided to progress. But I may change my squat because my squat's suffering at the moment. I've been starting to do deadlifts after squats on Saturdays. Even it fucks my central nervous system up, but I really do feel that I have some energy some days. I went for 150 for 3x3. I got 2 on this set, but I got 3 in the next 2 sets. I didn't film them though, just because I'm only really focusing on filming the first lifts of the day, but this is the day I lost my license, so I was actually all G'd up with a fuckload of energy, so my lifts were pretty good. But yeah, thanks for watching my first vlog.